I don't know if you've read, they're now talking about decals for restaurants.
No, I haven't.
To show
I'm
that
so
they're
upset about
breastfeeding
this.
friendly. This was in Toronto Star a couple days ago or something.
In the Toronto
The
Star.
Toronto Star. They were talking about, you know how we have decals in the restaurant, like, I don't know, dogs, please leave your pets outside.
Yeah.
Dogs are not welcome here. Let your owner stay inside and you stay outside. Now they're talking about breastfeeding friendly decals for restaurants, which, you know, true, it's a good idea, but really you don't need that because we have a right to go to restaurants and feed our
Every
babies.
restaurant.
Every restaurant
And
in
you're going
Ontario.
to end up segregating
with
restaurants.
or without the decals.
And yeah, that's definitely going to hurt probably a lot of restaurants' business because women are just probably not going to go.
I think it's going to hurt the other way, actually.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, 'cause
as
we
a
know our
woman, I
rights.
can go to any restaurant I want and breastfeed my child. I have that right in Ontario. If there is a decal up saying this is a breastfeeding friendly restaurant, of course I'm going to congratulate them and say hooray. But for the restaurants that don't have the decal, if I'm in there breastfeeding and I have the right, someone might come up to me and say,
Exactly.
excuse me,
We don't have the
you're,
decal.
you're,
We don't have the
I don't
sticker."
like, you know, I'm offended by your breastfeeding. That restaurant over there has a decal. Why don't you go over there?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the issue that I have.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the right in Ontario to ask a woman to cover up. You do not have the right to ask them to leave. It's called discrimination. And you, and as we've said about the babies before, it's a baby's right to eat. Would you dream of asking an older person, a young, say somebody that's had a stroke and they're slurping their soup and it's dribbling down and they're, you know, patting it, and it makes you uncomfortable to watch them eat? Would
ask
you
them to go in the
dream of
bathroom?
asking them to go eat in the bathroom, leave the restaurant, cover up, move to another table so you don't have to watch them? Would you dream of that? No. And yet it's okay to ask a baby to do it.
Yeah.
So where do you, like,
Sorry.
for having a group like that you guys do, what are kind of the steps now to kind of help prevent things like this? Or
I think
You
one of
know-
the most important things is just
Well, this is one of them.
exactly
Yeah.
being out there in public.
Definitely one of the big ones.
When it's brought out in public and by the media, etc. Like for example, the interview with CTV, the different things that are going on, newspaper articles, it brings it into the public awareness. It makes people aware. There are moms out there, and I've on our own forum and a couple of other forums that I'm involved with, who don't know what their rights are. And when someone comes up to them and says, "You can't do that here," they kind of go, "Okay,
I'm sorry."
okay,"
Yeah.
and they get up and they leave.
Right.
The more we tell people, the public, and tell the new moms, etc., that they have the right to do this,